Welcome back, everybody, to Blast the Process 3, hosted by ESA, where we are benefiting Save the Children. My name is Kick-Ass Pancakes, and I am here with Peaches. And how you doing, man?
Hey, what's up? I'm good. How are you?
Good. All right, well, so whenever you're ready to start, just give a rundown for the timer, and good luck to you.
Okay, cool. Hang on one second. Okay, I am good to go in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Peaches, and this is Kid Chameleon for the Sega Genesis. Although I'm not currently playing it on the Sega Genesis, I'm playing it on a Wii, doing the virtual console. Because I'm weird and I like to play this game with the GameCube controller for some reason. So this is 100K Trip, which is kind of a weird category name for a run. The reason behind it is so you can see my score being tallied here. This happens every single time that I finish a level. And I need to get 100,000 points by the end of, or not by the end of, just anywhere in Underskull Mountain 1, which is, it's like the 4th or 5th level or something like that. It's actually kind of a misnomer to say that a level is like, you know, the 4th level or the 5th level, because this game has a whole bunch of different paths to it that you can take. If you go to Google and just type in like Kid Chameleon map, you can see that there's this like really crazy sprawling map with all sorts of different paths that you can take. So the path that we're going to be taking today relies on a special trick that only activates if I have 100,000 points in this upcoming level, which I think is really cool because it means that the devs like fully intended to have their game be speedrun, which is, I think, really neat. You know, given the time that this game came out. So in order to do it, we have to get pretty much all of the bonuses possible in the first couple levels. So it's not even just that I have to do it fast, I also have to do it well, which is a little bit scary because in level 1 I actually took a hit that I don't normally intend to take. So it means I have to not get hit here. Okay. Alright, the whole thing is I just need to make sure that I have more than 60,000 points coming out of this level. So I'm barely able to do it. And yeah, we do have Reggie. We've got the Reggie cam. Reggie is my doggo. He's the best boy. And he always hangs out with me on stream, so he's here to hang out with all of you as well. And I think this marathon is like a cool opportunity to like try to, I don't know, interact with chat a little bit more. I really like Kid Chameleon because it allows me to read the chat while I'm playing. I feel like I can kind of, not quite autopilot, but I feel like I can sort of keep a train of thought while I'm playing. And I never really get a chance to do that at like GDQs or anything like that, so I'll try to like see if I can answer some questions that you might have in chat, as opposed to just kind of like sticking to a script. One thing you might have noticed right there is when I got on that teleporter, I was like mashing a lot. That's a really recent trick that was discovered. Every time that you get the like standing animation, I gotta make sure I don't get dripped on. It makes teleporters activate 1 frame sooner. This is the 100K trip, by the way. We're doing it. We have 100,000 points, and now we're gonna warp about halfway through the game. How much of a good boy is Reggie? Cyanic Panda asks. He is the best boy. He's very friendly and likes to give kisses. Maybe in between runs we can have him say hello to everyone. Yep. But yeah, we're gonna go and take this warp about halfway through the game. This is after the boomerang bosses, if anyone is familiar with kind of how the game goes. A little bit troublesome because that hand jumped into me, and having 2 HP in this next level is a little bit scary, but hopefully there are some safety strats that I can do. Gotta watch this run, I've never seen a run of this. Yeah, it's not a super like popular speedrun game, which is crazy to me because I think it's such a good platform speedrun. Okay, so we're gonna play it safe. I have to kill this guy. He can shoot me twice, and if that happens, then I lose a lot of time. A ridiculous amount of time, because I have to use this samurai sword to cut downwards. Yeah, I made sure there was no sniping going on. And I guess for a little bit of more background on why that's important, I need this helmet not only to make that jump that I just made, but also to cut downwards through those bricks that you saw before. The way that this game speedrun works is that you get these masks out of these P-bricks. And you use the power-ups in order to get through levels and take alternate paths faster than you otherwise would be able to. So, what it means is that if you are in a level that uses a certain helmet to do it really quickly, but you lose that helmet, you're stuck. You can't like go backwards to a level, you know, previous and get a mask that you need in order to hit a certain strat. So if I'm at risk of losing a helmet, I'm gonna try to like really take it easy. I wonder if this game will be on the Genesis Mini. I'm very surprised it hasn't been mentioned yet. I've been kind of like watching the announcements like a hawk, hoping that this game will be on it. I can't imagine it wouldn't be. I don't think that there's any kind of like licensing issues. And it's a really well-regarded Genesis game, so I have to imagine it must be. Coming up in the next level is a pretty tight trick that I've been just grinding out constantly. I'm not sure how well it's going to work. I'm going to try to fly this really finicky hoverboard through this like minefield of shooter bricks. And if I touch any of them, I might die. Okay. Abort, abort, abort. Okay, so that was like the decent backup. I had 2 HP, so I still got to keep that helmet. If I hit that strat perfectly, it saves like half a second, but instead I only lost like 2 seconds. If I lost that helmet, it would have been like a 30-second time loss. So we tried. I at least tried. I am not a coward. There will be times like this right here, you're going to see me like strategically take hits. Just because I'm able to do a level without getting hit doesn't mean that I want to do that, if that makes sense. Because, for example, here on the score tally screen, if I didn't get hit, it would say no hit bonus, and it would make me get extra points. And that's bad for 2 reasons. The first is that I have to just watch the points tally, which is not, you know, it's just a waste of time. And then the other thing is that every 50,000 points that you get, you'll get an extra life, and you gotta watch it bounce around like the DVD logo. So anytime that I can do stuff like this, like just grabbing a gem, in order to avoid seeing points that I would otherwise get, it's probably a good thing. Although later in the run, there's going to be a really specific trick that allows me to skip one of those 1-up cycles. The reason being that, you know how when I activated the 100k trip, I opened up those 4 bricks that gave me 10,000 each? If you open up one of those 10,000s and it rolls you over the 50,000 point where you would otherwise get a 1-up, you'll skip it, which is really cool. And I'm a little bit short on gems, actually, which is weird. So I'm just going to make sure I have at least 30. We haven't talked about gems yet. So different masks have different gem powers, and they have different kind of like gem thresholds to activate them. And for example, if I were to activate my gem powers right now, then I would spend 20 of my 31 gems in order to have a snake follow me and damage enemies. That's not really useful, so we're just going to hang on to it. We're going to use our powers in the next level. If Kid Chameleon ate at Subways, what would he order? Post double chicken nerf. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Oh, so here, I need to reveal this brick. We'll come back to that brick later. And we're going to activate the first gem powers here. That slows the bosses down so I can swipe them more times. Ooh, okay. Oh, 1 HP is unfortunate. This is not going to be as good as possible, but it's still pretty good. As long as I have this helmet here. Okay, not that bad. That was actually not that bad. I'm really digging all the puppy emotes in the chat, by the way. Some Reggies and some other pups. Even just Franker Z is a good show of support. Why didn't Kid Chameleon have a doggo helmet? If they made a sequel, I would heavily petition for that to be one of the upgrades. Pupgrades, if you will. So that was a boss right there that we just fought. There are 4 bosses in this game, and by doing the 100k trip, we skip the first 2 of them. So we basically just see that one boss, and then we're not going to see another until the end. They all kind of like follow that same theme of being like creepy heads that scream stuff at you and say die. And they shoot like green sonic wave bagels at you. Ooh. Whoops. Okay, I'm glad I had 2 HP. Cool. Die. I really like that sound clip. I feel like this game has a lot of iconic music and a lot of iconic sound effects. Ooh, that was really good luck. So the aliens in this game are absolute run killers, and I wanna avoid them as much as possible, because if they lock onto you, they will just park themselves right on top of you and just rain their alien piss down on top of you, and it has definitely ruined many runs. Basically, any level that has alien in the name is really bad. Yeah, the level design in this game is really cool. I think they did a really good job with it, not just in terms of like, you know, on an individual basis, but the way that it has like the meta progression, and then the way that they all kind of intertwine. I feel like the game's difficulty curve like ramps up as you get further and further in a really appropriate way, you know. I think they did great. I love this game. I love it so much. I played it all the time as a kid. I play it all the time now. I just like never get sick of it. There was someone in the chat earlier, I think it was, yeah, Zephyr Whisper, mentioned that it's like really hard to use this mask that I'm using right now, because you have to mash with it. And you might be able to hear just from my rhythm, you actually don't have to mash to get like the optimal height. There's like a really specific rhythm. And if you mash as fast as possible, you can actually drop inputs, which can make it seem like it's harder to use than intended. I think they just didn't intend for people to like mash that fast. Oops. Okay, so here's the level where we're gonna try to get that 1-up skip. We have 119,000, or sorry, we have 1,190,000 points right now, and that means that if we were to get 10,000 more, that we will skip the 1-up. And honestly, I probably should have gotten a gem and done some marathon safe strats, but we're gonna be unsafe because this is a speedrun. Okay, so here's 10,000 points. Ooh, don't hit me. Actually, I need to take a hit, don't I? Yeah, I do. Yep. Okay. So the reason why I need to take a hit is because here, there's no prize bonus, path bonus, speed bonus. If you get all 4 bonuses, so if I also had no hit bonus, the game would make me lag a whole bunch, and I would probably have lost like 4 seconds or something like that out of lag. Get me through! Okay. So, remember that 4 seconds I said I was going to save? Well, we just had to wait for that. So, it's all good. The point is that we're doing it the speedy way. I'd rather fail doing it the speedy way than succeed the safe way. So this is Alien Isle. This is probably like the #1 most infamous level for ruining runs. I have 2 HP and I need to avoid all of these aliens. There's quite a few of them. And like I said before, they will lock onto you just like that. That one disengaged, which was very good. Okay. Phew. Yeah, I think both for a speedrun and casually, Neo Bahamut is correct that it is the toughest in the game, in my opinion. I think there's some cheese levels, like he's mentioning Death Walls. Bloody Swamp is kind of one of the very infamous levels, but that's more of it's like a cheese level that it's like a death wall, right? It's like a one-hit death barrier that approaches towards you, and that's just kind of cheesy. I think Alien Isle is one of the more like legitimately tough levels. Yeah, Bloody Swamp is really bad. So we're already on the second to last level in the game. I'm gonna try to go for a good strat. I actually haven't gotten this to work in my last like multiple world record attempts that got this far, which made me really sad. But basically, we can try to go for a cycle skip here. Oh, we cannot get it because I lost that helmet. That's fine. We can get a refill here, I think. Yep. Okay, so pretty much all of these platforms are like fake platforms that'll just drop you out underneath you. This is a really, really nasty level. It's called the Final Marathon, and it has that name for a reason. It is the longest level horizontally, and it has a lot of the worst kind of obstacles like that. A lot of these are fake as well. If you watch when I touch the flag, like half of them disappear. Those are all ones that would have been fake if I landed on them. Okay, so geez, this has been flying by. We are already on the final boss, and there are only 2 helmets in this level, and you have to reveal them. And I'm gonna try to go for a good strat here. You can one cycle this boss. And he shoots his heads in a pretty predictable pattern. Okay, so what I'm going to try to do is lodge myself up here, but without taking damage. Okay, now I'm going to go for 3 bounces. 1, 2, 3. Then ride this up. And I may have done that right. Yeah. Okay, we did it. He's going to die, and it's going to be time in like 3 or 4 seconds. Wow, that was a good run. Time. That was actually pretty darn good. Wow.
GG, man.
It was probably like a 1550 or like a low 16. What was that?
It looks like 1556.
Wow. Pretty much called it. Wow, that was really good. That was a really good run. The record right now is 1520. And I set that like 2 days ago. I've been grinding out the run trying to prepare for this, and yeah, that was a damn good time.
Dude, I couldn't agree more.
Yeah. Yeah, the plethora strat. So shoutouts, by the way, to the Winslinator, because the Winslinator is like really, really good runner of this game who okay, so for some like speed lore, some like speed history, it used to be just me that ran this game for like 6 years or something like that. I don't know. It's from like 2011 to like 2015 or 2016 or something like that. However many years that is. And no one really else played the game at all. There were a few people, but they had times that were like quite a bit higher than mine. And Winslinator showed up and like totally like did his homework and like grinded out a ton of new strats. And in the speedruns right now, every single boss strat is straight from Wins. Like I totally stole it from him. And so shoutouts to Wins. He like legitimately pushed this time way down, and none of these times that are like the current records would be possible without a lot of work that he did. So shoutouts to Wins. Shoutouts to everyone else who runs this game. Chubbas. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Winslinator has his fingerprints all over the Genesis community. Yeah. Vector Man and a few other games. So yeah, no, he's a homie for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so coming up next, chat, we have the second half of the Peaches block with Typing of the Dead with keyboard cam. If we can make it work on the back end, so
yeah, I should be able to.
Keyboard cam is going to be good.
Yeah, I should be able to just kind of paste it up here. Do we need to do like a? Is there going to be like a setup downtime, or should I just?
Yeah, just like probably like super quick, not nearly as long as usual.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, in that case, yeah. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in like 2 minutes for Typing of the Dead.
All right. BTP3 on ESA, benefiting Save the Children. We'll be back with the keyboard cam. Stay tuned.